of class 9. Today I am going to teach you another topic in economics, that is basic concept of economics. So we will be discussing here about some concepts which are useful or which are there in economics. The first, the meaning of human wants. The meaning of human wants. Now see, a want is a desire to acquire something and the willingness to put an effort to acquire it. Means, what is a desire? Means whatever we desire, whatever we want, how much effort we put to get that thing to us. For example, want equals to desire to acquire, to get something, plus the effort we do to get that particular thing. For example, human want, if you want a car, your desire is to want a car, but to get that car, what you have to do? You have to put an effort, you have to work hard, you have to put an effort to get it. It is not there that you are only your desire is there but you are not putting an effort. This will not be a human want. Both the things equally you have to put, the desire also and the effort also. Moving on the next topic, that is meaning of goods. Now see, generally the term goods simply means tangible or physical commodity which can be touched or seen. Means anything which we can touch or see, have a physical attribute. However, in economics, the term goods means tangible commodity which satisfy human wants. Means anything which can satisfy a human want. It can be food, clothes, bicycle, your books, your phone, your pen. I am holding this marker. This is also satisfying my need. So anything which have a tangible attribute, the thing which we can see or touch, and which have a tangible attribute, that can be considered as a good, and they are mostly used to satisfy human wants. Anything, whatever you have, anything which have a tangible, means the thing which we can see, touch, feel, that things are considered as goods. Moving on the next topic, that is meaning of service. Now see, what is service? By a service we mean an item which is not physically tangible but satisfy human wants. Means a thing which is not like a good, which is not physically tangible, but it has a capacity to satisfy human wants. For example, service provided by doctor and teachers. That is not tangible in nature, means you can't see it. The thing is that they only satisfy your requirement, they only satisfy your need, whatever you need. For example, when we go to see a doctor, what we do? The doctor, he provides us his service. We are not taking that doctor with us to our home. So it is intangible in nature, but it is beneficial and it is satisfied. Main thing, it satisfies human wants. Moving on the next topic, that is meaning of utility. Now see, utility, when a commodity has a capacity to satisfy human wants. Means when a commodity has this much power that it can satisfy human wants, we say that the commodity has utility. Thus, utility is the want satisfying power of a commodity. Means when we will say a commodity has utility, it means that commodity has a satisfying power. That commodity has a satisfying power means that commodity can satisfy whatever the want of that human or whatever the want of that consumer is there. For example, we can say wood has the utility for the carpenter. The piece of wood have a utility for the carpenter. But a consumer needs table. So the table will be utility for the consumer. Means if we will give the consumer the wood, it will be of no use. But the consumer needs the table, then only he will be satisfied. So the wood has utility for the carpenter because the carpenter can create a table from that wood. But the final consumer needs a table. So the consumer will have utility when the carpenter creates a table out of this wood. So the final consumer needs table. Then only we can say that the consumer has want satisfying power of a commodity when he gets that particular table. Moving on the next topic, that is the value, meaning of value. See, the word value is used in economics in two senses. The word value we can use it in two ways. The first one, value in use, and the second one, value in exchange. Value in use. First of all, see, value in use. For example, a car. The car, what is the value of that car? Means the car is used. What is the usefulness of that car? Means that car is transported people from one place to another. So the value in use of the car is to transport the person from one place to another. That will be considered as value in use. Second, value in exchange. Value in use, again I am telling you one more thing. For example, what is the value of books? What is their usefulness? The value of books is that we use them for study. What is the value of a car? It transports people from one place to another. So the value means the usefulness. Value in use means what is the usefulness of that particular commodity or that particular good is. That will be considered as value in use. Next, value in exchange. Value in exchange means what we have to give to take that particular commodity. For example, one book, the cost of that book is rupees 50. Okay, and one shirt, the cost of that shirt is rupees 100. Book 50, shirt 100. Now, to take one shirt, what we have to do? We have to give 2 books. Means the value of shirt is equals to 2 books. This will be considered as value in exchange. For example, when you have to take that shirt, you have to give this 2 books. The exchange of one thing in another, that will be considered as value in exchange. Moving on the next topic, that is meaning of price. Now see, we all know price. What is price? The amount of money which we pay to buy any commodity or anything. See, price of a commodity is the amount of money which can be exchanged for one unit of a commodity. Price is a value expressed in terms of money. Means we can express the value of anything in terms of money. For example, this marker, you have to buy this marker. So you have to pay the price of this marker, that is 25 or 20 rupees. In exchange, when you will give that 20 rupees, then only you will get this. So the exchange value of this one marker with the monetary termed value of 20 rupees will be the price of this marker. Okay, so price means value exchange in terms of money, the value of one commodity in terms of money. And we can say the amount of money which we have to pay, which we have to give to get one unit of commodity. Simply, if you have to purchase 2, you have to pay the price of 2. If you have to purchase 3, you have to pay the price of 3. So what is price? Price is the value expressed in terms of money. Moving on the next topic, that is wealth. Now see, meaning of wealth. Wealth means anything, your property, gold, anything can be wealth. The term wealth means money, property and gold, etc. But wealth means money, property and gold. But in economics, it is used to describe all the things that have value. All the things that have value. Wealth can be in form of material goods like machinery, jewelry, gold, etc. and or in the form of non-material goods like goodwill, copyright, patent, anything. Now see, wealth means the thing which have a value, means the thing which have a definite value is considered to be wealth, because without value the thing cannot be considered as wealth. Like material things, machinery, it has a value. Non-material things like goodwill, it also have a value. Copyright, it also have a value. Patent, it also have a value. So wealth means the things that they have a definite value. Moving on the next topic, that is meaning of welfare. Now see, what is welfare? We have studied about wealth. Now what is welfare? Welfare means well-being of a person or society. Means the welfare, means the well-being, means the proper things that they are getting, the rights, enjoy, matlab, all the things, whatever their basic needs, education, all the things. Now see, by welfare of a society we mean satisfaction of well-being enjoyed by society. Means all the needs, all the satisfaction, means all the things whichever needed by the society. Whatever the things needed by the society or a person will be considered as the welfare of the society. See, in this, what will happen? Now a person what the basic needs as well as the education and the other things. Economic welfare, non-economic welfare. Economic welfare in terms of money, whatever benefit they are getting, and non-economic welfare, the other things like the other things like health facility, education facility, this all. So welfare is very important for any person and for the society also, because it promotes economic development. Without welfare, the economic development is not possible.